Hi, once again, we're here, and we've probably reached a bit of a crossroads here. I have been speaking to another party with basically the same name as ours, namely Reform Australia. Now, they have ideas very, very similar, and I had a long discussion with them yesterday, and I'm reading from notes as well. Um, it was a very constructive conversation, and we, I suppose, are very close to joining forces, except for one issue, which basically results in timelines. So let me explain a bit more. The Reform Australia Party prefers the slow and steady approach. And look, maybe they're right. I'm not going to query that situation. But at the Reform Party of Australia, we believe that too many Australians have had too many hardships. They've been, their housing, cost of living, job loss, etc., etc. So we want you, the people of Australia, that if we, as the RPA, should virtually integrate with RA. So let us tell you what the differences are, and we want you to respond. So, what does any country need to progress and improve its standards of living? And the answer to that is money. In Australia, we have problems not just federally, but probably and more so statewide. Careless spending, maybe corruption, and states selling off land, houses, businesses, agriculture, mining to foreign investors. They are selling our future, your future, your kids' future, and all future generations. What are we going to have left? Not a lot. So the difference is that Reform Party of Australia want to get rid of state governments, not the state administration or the states. We want to keep those because I think we need the stability, but basically the control leaves on a state basis and heads off, although we've got our own MPs, both upper and lower house MPs in each state and territory. Basically, they then report to Canberra. So, so we want to make that move, whereas Reform Australia want to say steady, and say, as I said before, maybe they're right. So, by us wanting to do this now, and because the country is in such a state, I believe we really do have to act now. I think this slowly approach is, if we just keep meandering, we're not going to get anything done. We need positive people and with positive actions to turn this country around. And that's got to be done fairly quickly before it's too late. So, by doing away with those state governments and territories, we are saving hundreds of millions of dollars in each state and territory every single year. That is a lot of money that can go towards helping Australia recover. So, if we, by doing this, it would mean that nothing comes easily, but I think it is time that we stopped sitting on the fence and started acting responsibly before the communists take over this country. And I don't think anyone wants that. So it would mean a referendum to amend our constitution, a big step. So I'm not saying not. So it means that really the majority of people in each state and territory have to be on board with this. And if we don't act now, it might well be too late. We need your response now. Is this, so is this part of the way forward? I think it is. Or the slowly method. You've got to decide that. Is it time for change now? Or do we just try and get in slowly, and maybe in a year, 2 years, 5 years, who knows, things might start to alter. So that is just the basic difference between our party and Reform Australia. So both really heading in the same direction, but our party wants to get there quickly. We want to make a name and we want to change the system. So I want you to let us know, and I want you to respond to this post as to what you really think. Let us know your answers. But in the meantime, so that we get this message across, please talk to your friends, your relatives, your work colleagues, your neighbours, the dog in the street if you want, and get them to respond to this post, hopefully by the end of this month, so then we can start heading in the direction you want us to head in. So you are the ones that choose. So basically, if you vote yes, you want to proceed with our faster plan to get things moving and to get rid of state governments. If you vote no, to take the slower approach, that's fine. You're choosing. And also, you don't have to just vote. You can leave your comments. You may have other ideas. Now, the email address is info@reformpartyofaustralia.com.au. My name is Tony Evans, and I am heading up the Reform Party of Australia. And the Reform Party of Australia is the People's Party, and that is very important. So please respond, talk to your friends. Let's get this message out to everyone, because it's going to affect, maybe not me so much. I'm sort of probably nearing the end of my journey, but I've got kids, grandkids, great grandkids. So we've got to start doing something for them if we're not doing it for ourselves. Thank you very much indeed for listening. I will just repeat that email address once again. It is info@reformpartyofaustralia.com.au. All, of course, lowercase. Thank you once again, and I'm looking forward to receiving your comments. I've had quite a few so far, most very, very favourable. I'm not lined with any other politician or business person. I am just purely a member of the Australian public trying to help Australia, not for gain, not for filling my pockets, but to help the country and to help our future generations. Thank you very much indeed.